What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video, back with the more frequent content. We got that big project done. Not going to talk about it now, something very cool. What I do want to talk about today, however, and I haven't really talked about this on my channel, is portraying a realistic beginner fat loss transformation. You guys probably see this all the time, like online. Do this program, it'll get you ripped in 60 days. Like, you're going to get to 4% body fat, negative 3% body fat. You're going to be clinically dead. Do this fucking program. And you see this all over the internet. They try and sell you on things. Here's the deal. A lot of people will do these programs and they're woefully disappointed by the results. Why? Because they don't look like the after photo. They kind of maybe look like the before photo, and they don't look like the after photo. So in this video, I want to use myself as an example because I think, you know, the results I've obtained, anyone can obtain really. It just takes consistency and a period of time. I want to showcase what a realistic fat loss transformation for a beginner would look. The only transformation video I really have done is my first year and a bit, how I gained muscle, and then the last 3 years, you know, going basically from an intermediate to a more advanced lifter. But I have never shown really what a beginner fat loss transformation looks. And before I go on, I should say this, because I know people are going to say like, yo man, that after photo, you don't even look good. Yeah, I know. I'm saying it's a beginner fat loss transformation, something that's realistic that everyone can aspire to try and do. I think the first misconception a lot of people make is the time factor. They think, you know what, I'm just gonna get shredded. It says 60 days. Everyone loves a 30-day challenge, a 60-day challenge. Sucker, this shit's gonna take longer than that. Minimum usually 12 weeks. Whatever body fat you think you are, from experience I can say, you're most likely higher. At least 3 to 4%, probably even 5% higher. It's probably gonna take more like 12 to 16 weeks. The second point I wanna make is don't become attached to your end image that you see in your head. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna be ripped, bro. I'm gonna have these abs. It's gonna be sick. Abs on my face. It's not gonna happen probably because if you've never been super lean, like I gotta be honest, before I did my first transformation, I was never super lean. I was thin, but you know I didn't have abs. I was relatively lean. You know, just like a guy that kind of didn't even lift. But don't become attached to this mental image in your head because I know so many bros that have then, you know, cut for not 3 months, not 4 months, but just years and years trying to get this, like, you know, six-pack, where the simple truth is they have not built the muscle, the hypertrophy there to have that six-pack. So that's the second point. The third point I want to make is that your fat loss is going to be dictated by a lot of different factors, and where you lose fat, you can't spot reduce. So when I show the after photo, once again, you guys are going to say, like, you know what, like, Omar, yeah, you got a little bit still, like, love handle fat, like, you're not, like, 6% body fat. And again, this is a realistic beginner fat loss. This is my first, like, real fat loss that I did. And just know that you don't really determine where you lose fat. So for some people, like, they might carry it in their lower body, right? Women more typically. For guys, maybe, you know, it might be that love handle area. Maybe it's around their stomach as well. So as you lose fat, as you lose weight, your body determines where you lose that weight. So don't get, like, all bent out of shape. Just, you know, like, you'll see the photo thinking, man, you know what, my obliques, bro, I gotta train the obliques. That's what's gonna cause me to lose my love handles. It don't work like that. So let's go over what happened here. Let's bring up the photos. The before photo right here. It's pretty dirty, I'm not gonna lie. Here's what's going on, guys. Here's how bad I am with photos. I took those, this is years ago when I had fucking short hair, before I even lifted, before the Samson strength was bestowed upon me again. I cut my hair because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be a trainer, I gotta be professional, so I cut that shit. So this is years and years ago. And here's how bad, I didn't know how to use photos or take photos at all. The before photo actually has better lighting because it has downcast lighting, whereas the after photo is just like straight on with like harsh lighting. So the after photo actually, it doesn't have any of the tricks. The before photo actually, it makes it look better than it is. And what you're seeing right here, I bombed actually sushi the day before for the before photo. So, you know, my stomach is a little bit more like bloated or full than typically you would see, but I was, I think I was 15 or 16 pounds at least over. I was about 170 to 172 pounds in the before photo, and in the after photo I was about 155. So height's around like 5'10", almost 5'10". And so my body weight shifted in about 12 weeks, somewhere along the lines of 15 to 16 pounds. About a pound, as I always recommend, per week. I want to show this transformation because it's realistic though. I think everyone can do this. Summer's going to be approaching, spring's going to be approaching. We're going to shift from that bulk, that forever bulk, to try and lose some damn weight. And so you want to do this right. The three key points I wanted to say is that most like fat loss transformations that you see either like people are using or that have really good genetics, they're not realistic. I want to portray for a beginner or like even intermediates, just like a realistic transformation that you could obtain. I think anyone can get. The second point too is it's going to be longer than you think it's going to take. I do recommend the slow approach. And one of the things most people don't talk about is the fact that you will lose strength. When I lost those 16 pounds, because I wasn't training as smart as I am now, I actually lost quite a bit of strength. Luckily, I got it back over a period of months, but I would always recommend when you try and lose weight to try and focus on strength and then do your accessory movements. You got to keep volume a little bit lower. The third and final point, however, as you can see with this transformation that is realistic and like anyone can really do, is that like I still got fat, right? Like maybe I'm somewhere around 10% body fat, and I do have like a little bit of love handles, and that's normal, right? You can't determine where you lose fat. So embrace yourself, love yourself, understand that those transformations aren't really realistic that you see, or those challenges that are trying to sell you a product. Just do you, right? Be realistic and understand for your first time, it's not all gonna go right? You're probably not gonna get your ideal physique that you wanted, and that's totally cool, man. You go back on a lean mass phase for another year, you lean down, you have more muscle, you look even better when you get leaner. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, make sure to like the damn video, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace.